Foxtrot Bravo Bravo, pull up and go around.
Go around, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
The Tower India Echo Lima, downwind 13, touch and go.
India Echo Lima number 3, follow Cessna left base, turning 1 mile final.
India Echo Lima.
Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Tower, fly runway heading.
Fly runway heading, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land runway 13.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, change of plans, crossover midfield, join right downwind runway 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, crossover midfield, join the right downwind for 13.
So greetings and welcome to Dane Simair Flyer. Today we're at the Duncan Airport, otherwise known as CAM3, Charlie Alpha Mike Tree. And I'll show you on a little nav map just what we are, where we are, and what we're going to be doing. So we're down here at Duncan Airport, and we are in British Columbia, BC, British Columbia, Canada. This is the international boundary line. This is Canada to the north and to the west, and this is all of the United States to the south. And this is Vancouver, the big city of Vancouver. We're on the west coast, of course, of Canada, in the Pacific Northwest. The Rockies are all here. This is all the Rocky Mountains. And this is Alberta, which is a different province, but we're in British Columbia, which is all this entire area here. There's a lot of bush flying that takes place in British Columbia. And I intend to do a number of tours. This is the first tour of British Columbia that we're doing today. It's only about a 30-minute flight. This is Vancouver Island here. And Victoria, the city of Victoria, is right down here. City of Langford, where I actually live, is right here. And Duncan is just up about a 30-minute drive north, which I've now made this my home airport. So we're going to be, I'll just show you now what we're going to be doing. Let's see, we'll put the map, the route on. And let's put the airspaces in. Alright, so we're going to take off from Duncan. We're going to take off on runway 31. We're going to head kind of a 18-degree direction approximately. This is the Class Charlie airspace here. So we're staying out of that because we're not using air traffic control today. We're staying in the Class Echo airspace, which does not need air traffic control if you are VFR. So we're going to be scooting across here over to this point here. Let's put the airports in so we can see them. Over to this airport, and then we're going to head on a 94-degree direction over to this lighthouse, and then we're going to go over to this lighthouse. We might pick up the NDB out of here, and we'll head sort of on a northwesterly basis up to this lighthouse. So we're going to be doing lighthouse tours today, right up here to this lighthouse, and then we'll come in over to this Nanaimo airport, which is right here. And then we'll head back up and then end up at Qualicum Beach Airport. So that's our plan today. So let's, without any further ado, let's get ourselves positioned into the aircraft. We are in one of my favorite high-wing aircrafts, the Cessna 172. This is by Reims Rocket. Has a 210 horsepower engine, and we've got our trusty passenger flying with us today, Bozo the Bulldog. He likes to go flying. So we're going to be heading out here very, very shortly. I'll show you a quick tour of the Duncan Airport. This is one of the airports that I created, only because the Microsoft default Duncan Airport just did not do it justice. So I'll just give you a quick tour of what I've done here. So we've got 4 outdoor parking spots. This building here is I'll show you in a second. We've got fuel. We've got two parking spots here. Come around to the back. We have car parking over here. And we head on down here. There's lots of airplanes, lots of parking spaces. So if anyone wants to pick up this airport, it is on flightsim.to, and all you have to search for is either Duncan or CAM3, Charlie Alpha Mike 3, and you will find this airport. It doesn't cost you anything. These are 2 murals on the ends of the building that actually exist in real life at the Duncan Airport, and I've replicated them here. Down here we have this sign here that tells us the Duncan Flying Club, which is this building here. And this other building over here is the Action Ultralight building. So let's get moving here, because we've got some flying to do. Okay, we're in the aircraft. I think we'll close this door. Bozo, we're going to close the door on you. Alright, the door is closed. Let's just remove these 2 yokes for now. Let's get the aircraft started. We'll quickly go through the checklist really fast. Okay, so parking brakes are on. Fuel selector is on both. Fuel valve is open. I'll open the cowl flaps while I'm down here. Okay, the master battery is coming on. Alternator is coming on. The beacon lights are coming on. Avionics are off. Now to start the engine, we throttle full forward, prop full forward, and mixture full forward. And we turn on the fuel pump for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it. Throttle back to a 1/2 inch, which should give us about 1,000 RPM when we start the engine. RPM gauge is over here. Alright, so let's get the engine started. Let's just look around, make sure there's no one. Flare prop. Flare prop. And the engine roars to a start. It's a beautiful aircraft, a beautiful engine. Okay, we'll just continue on here with our checklist. Throttle is 1,000 RPM. Oil and temperature. Oil pressure is good, it's in the green. Temperature is coming up. cylinder head temperature will come up eventually as the engine heats up. Ammeter is showing charge. We have full fuel tanks. We'll turn on the avionics now. And we'll get our transponder turned on as well. We may as well put it on altitude reporting mode. Alright. And we'll be using the CTAF frequency, or the Unicom frequency, actually 122.8, so we'll put that in right now. Okay, so that's 122.8. So that's all good. Transponder is set. We'll set our heading bug to the runway heading, which is runway 31. So we're at 310. I just set our barometric pressure, as I looked earlier, and it is at 30.12. Winds are 252 at 8 knots. So that's all good, that's set. Okay, moving right along. The pilot is off, nav lights are coming on, taxi lights are coming on, and we may as well just do the run-up right here. Do the run-up right here. Okay, we need 1800 RPM. Okay, I'll check the right mags first. Should be a drop of about 200, which it is. The left mag, 200, which it also is. We should cycle the flaps, make sure they're functioning properly. Actually, we should look outside. Yes, they are functioning. Ailerons are free and clear. Rudder is free and clear. Elevator is free and clear. So that looks all good. We'll do a lean mixture check to make sure the engine does respond, which it did. Alright, trim is set to where we need it. Flaps are going to be 10 degrees of flaps for takeoff. Okay, everything else is looking good. I think we can actually taxi out to the takeoff point now. Duncan traffic, Cessna Delta Echo Whiskey is back taxiing on runway 31 or 31 departure. We'll be departing to the right on the right crosswind. Duncan traffic. Alright, I've given the announcement of what we're doing. And without any further ado, I think we can motor this aircraft up and get it off the ground. Alright, let's just stop here for a minute. You can see from the windsock we're going to have a fairly strong left crosswind coming at us. So just one more quick look at the map, and you can see that's where we are, and we're going to be taking off now in this area, and we'll do a right crosswind turnout. All right, let's get going. How about a little bit of music to get going with? Gonna go. Oh, just a sec. We need our robes should be on, which I didn't have them on. Fuel pump I'll turn on as well. And we're going to be rotating at 55 knots. Okay. Mixture is fully forward. Prop is full forward. Throttle is now full forward. Releasing the brakes. Oh, that crosswind is pretty strong. 60 knots. Let's rotate. Touch the brakes, stop the wheels from spinning. Alright, we should make our right crosswind. Duncan traffic, Cessna Delta Echo Whiskey is clear of runway 31. We are on a right crosswind departure. Duncan traffic. Alright, so we are heading to the end of this lake here. There's an old abandoned airstrip just down right about there. And when we get to that point, we'll turn on a heading of 52 degrees. Wind is a little gusty. Alright, reduce our RPMs to about 2300 and our manifold pressure to about 23. Let's look out the top of let's see if we can see that abandoned airfield. We should be coming up to it. Actually, there it is right there. There it is right there. And we're going to turn to a heading of 52 degrees now. Try and hold at about 2,500 feet. Oh boy, this gust is quite heavy. Now let's see what it's saying for winds. Yeah, about 13 knots, 13, 14, 15 knots. 270, so it's coming. We've got a kind of a left to right, almost a tailwind. Here we got a communication tower right here. And right at this point here, we have electrical power lines going right across the bay. I'll just show that to you here. There's the power lines that go right across the bay. over to the island. Well, let's see if we can just kind of hold her steady right here. Okay, that's much better. Just put the autopilot on just for a few moments through this gust. Okay, we should be coming up to that airstrip, where we'll be turning to a heading of 94 degrees. Yeah, it's a grass airstrip. That's it down there. So we're going to turn to a heading of 94 degrees now. And that should take us now to our first lighthouse. Gonna raise my seat up and look out the front window a little bit here. That lighthouse should be located right... Oh, there it is. I just spotted it. There's the light. There's the flashing light right there. Right there's a flashing light. I think what we'll do here is take the autopilot off now, and let's go down, have a closer look at that lighthouse. You can see the flashing light a little bit better now. This lighthouse is called Port Lock Point Lighthouse. Port Lock Point Lighthouse. Now let's see. There it is down there. Not sure what it looks like. Let's have a closer look. There it is right there. Let's look out our left window. Yeah, there it is there. Alright, let's get back in the air. We'll head over to the next lighthouse, which is just across the bay here. Just need to get back on course again. We need a heading of about 25 degrees. Set the heading bug to 25 degrees and scoot over. So this island is called Main Island, M-A-Y-N-E. Alright, we should make a little turn to the left, and there should be another, it's called the Active Pass Lighthouse. Now this is where, I'll just show you on a little nav map, this is where the ships, let's just get that up and running here, little nav map. This is where the ferry comes from the mainland, and this is called the Active Pass coming through here. And that lighthouse. I had the map on, didn't I? That was silly of me. Okay, the next lighthouse should be right ahead of us, should be right there. Let's put some more music on. Yeah, it should be right at the tip right here. As you can see out here in British Columbia, there are just hundreds and hundreds of islands, and of course lighthouses are part of that. There's a lot of ferry traffic, there's a lot of actually commercial shipping, there's cruise ships that are coming in here all the time, so it's a pretty active area. And this is a passageway here that the ships will take to get through the channel, and hence they need a lighthouse right there, so you can see it flashing right ahead of us. It's just a little flashing white light right there. And then we should make a turn to about 308 degrees. There she is right there. Ooh, we got some shake, rattle, and rolling going on. So Nanaimo Airport is just off to our left. May not be able to see it very well because it's over. It's right over here now. You can't really see it from this vantage point. Can't really see it. So we're coming up to another lighthouse called Entrance Island Lighthouse. There it is right here. And it's the entrance to this Nanaimo area. The city of Nanaimo is all here. The airport, which we cannot see, is right over here. Actually, I think I just saw an airport beacon. I just spotted it and now it disappeared. It's right here somewhere. Yeah, it's right in around here. You can see this Cessna 172, the Reims Rocket, is not like your typical 180 horsepower Cessna. This thing, you can see right now, we are at about 142 knots indicated. It moves along quite nicely. And with 142, actually it's about 145 now, you can see we have a left crosswind and a headwind. It's variable. It's going all over the place. That's why the aircraft is shaking so much. I'm just going to take it off the autopilot and we're just going to hand fly this thing. Go to the right of the lighthouse and then swing in to the left. And we'll lose some altitude while we're at it. Yeah, this aircraft will easily do 160 knots. You don't want to be going over that though, because then you're getting into the red line, which not the best thing to do. Alright, let's lose a little bit more altitude and come down. Let's just cut the power a bit here. Come down and see if we can get a better view of this lighthouse. The last lighthouse, we didn't really get a good look at it. And at each of these lighthouses, there's water landing, water airport, water drones, I guess, air drones. So this has got quite a lot of lighthouse activity here. All the red roofs. There's a lighthouse right there. There's a heliport right there. I'm gonna head over here. And we might possibly see Nanaimo Airport. Yeah, there's Nanaimo Airport right in there. That's Nanaimo Airport. We want to take up a heading of about 304 degrees. Approximately. Although really we're just going to be following this coastline north. The next area we come to is going to be Parksville, the town of Parksville. And then our destination airport will be right there at Qualicum Beach. Very large marina that we're coming up to here. I'll just kind of swoop in to the left a bit. Very large marina. And it's well modeled by Microsoft because in real life there are a lot of boats there. Let's play some more music. I like flying with music on. So we're going to follow this, pretty much follow this highway here, Highway 19. This takes us all the way up through this area. This is Nanoose Harbor, right up here. And this lake that we're going over here is called Brennan Lake. Elevation at Qualicum Beach, which is our final destination, is 190 feet. So about 200 feet, let's say. This island is absolutely beautiful. There's so much forest, there's so many trees and water and activity. It's really an awesome place to live. So we are very close to Parksville. This is Parksville right here. I'll just zoom out a bit. That's Parksville, town of Parksville. The airport is just off to the left over here. We're going to be landing on, we're going to do maybe a straight in on 29 if we can line up with it. could start losing some altitude right about now. Qualicum traffic, Cessna Delta Echo Whiskey, approximately 1 mile south, landing runway 29, Qualicum. Now we're down to 1,000 feet. We got flaps are extended. Airport's right ahead of us here. Qualicum traffic, Cessna Delta Echo Whiskey on final for runway 29, Qualicum. I know we're not in the tropics, we're not in the Caribbean, but we are on Vancouver Island, so we've got to have this music as we come in. I think we need a little bit more power, don't you? Elevation is 190. Alright, that's a little better. Oh boy, this is gusty. This is crazy. It's not so much that the winds are strong, it's more that they're just bouncing all over from different directions. That's what the problem is. So 60 knots, a little bit low. I like it to be about 70. Alright, it seemed like a fairly good touchdown. Got a little applause going on in the airplane. We'll see what our landing rate was. Well, wasn't the best. It was 118. However, it's better than smashing into the ground. Okay, keep going. Let's see, where are we going to park in this place? Maybe we'll go up here. No, we don't want to go up there, and it's too long a taxi. Visitor parking. Okay. This is a busy airport. There's no place to park. How about I park out here on the grass? There's some other aircraft parked in the grass, so why not me? Qualicum traffic. Cessna Delta Echo Whiskey is clear of the runway. Qualicum. I should have made that call sooner, but I didn't. Okay, let's do the shutdown procedure here. So, parking brakes are on. Mixture lean, prop back, throttle back, avionics off, alternator off, mags off, taxi lights off, nav lights off, beacon lights off, cowl flaps can be closed, fuel valve can be closed, and the master battery can be turned off. Bozo, what do you think of our flight? It was a little gusty for you, wasn't it? You don't like it this gusty. No, he doesn't quite like it this gusty. Anyway, with that being said, I want to thank you for flying with me, Dane Simair, on Simair flights. Until we do leg 2 of, I don't know how many legs there will be. We will see you again. Take care, everyone.
Foxtrot Bravo Bravo, pull up and go around.
Go around, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Tower India Echo Lima, downwind 13, touch and go.
India Echo Lima number 3, follow Cessna left base, turning 1 mile final.
India Echo Lima.
Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Tower, fly runway heading.
Fly runway heading, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land runway 13.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, change of plans, cross over midfield, join right downwind runway 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, cross over midfield, join the right downwind.